got Friday Night Glory here with Coach Hal Wasson at Southlake Carroll. Coach, we see you're doing some spring ball here. For the casual football fan, what's the importance of spring ball?
Well, you're creating your culture, your identity. We've had a tremendous spring. I've been really excited about the enthusiasm and energy these guys bring to the table, and they haven't been just on and off. They've been pretty consistent with that, which is very encouraging. So I think we're trying to create our team chemistry right now. I know that we're creating our team chemistry, the discipline aspect of it. We mentioned the energy and the enthusiasm, the camaraderie. Along the way, getting a lot of attention to detail in the way we go about our business. So it's been 2 days of very productive work.
Now, I know that you've lost some of your skill position players. How do you fill in from there?
Well, first of all, I'm really excited to have our starting quarterback back. We've got Mason Holmes, who's picked up right up where he's left off a year ago. He's bigger, stronger, faster, a lot more confident. I've been really pleased, knock on wood, but our receiving core has really shown to be a strength right now. And, of course, we lost all four of those guys. Sure. And they've been very productive this spring. Of course, we've got Jack Johansson back, who we're playing him a lot at running back this spring, knowing that he can play inside receiver as well. But we want to go in the season with, 2 to 3 running backs. So we moved Barrett Buck to running back, who's been very productive, brings a lot of quickness, and they're hard to find, those guys back there. We're used to having LJ back there at 6'5", and then we had Shamar, and now we've got Barrett and Jack, and they've both been productive. Tavian Good is coming along, making us better. Our offensive line it's good, should be a strength for us, will be a strength for us.
We see a lot of size there, Coach. Is that just my imagination?
Well, you know what? No, it's not your imagination. We've got 2 big guys up there now, really 3 guys that are pushing 6'5" to 6'7", and the good news for us, we're a lot stronger on both sides of the ball. So our offensive line, we've got some depth there at O-line. We've got depth at receiver that we have not had. Are still developing, a couple of guys at backup quarterback. We want to see that continue to improve. So offensively, I think we're going to be in really good shape, but we got to continue to get better, continue to stay hungry, and then parlay that in the summer and see what happens.
Coach, what does the word preparation mean to you?
Everything. We talk a lot about preparation or being attentive to detail in the way we go about our business, and I think you can see today, just being here what little time you are, this team is very committed to being as good as they can be, and that's all you can ask for young men. I tell you what, they've rejuvenated me personally being around these guys because of their preparation, whether it's in the weight room. We had around 19 guys that benched 300 or better. And I can get into the squats and power cleans, but I thought Coach Lineweaver, we made a big commitment to strength, explosiveness and strength and flexibility, and that's paid huge dividends for us throughout the off season. So we're excited about that, and it's carried honestly to both sides of the ball. So we feel good right now.
Coach, I think we all know what a successful season looks like. What does a successful spring look like to you?
Well, number one, improving / staying healthy. We want to stay healthy. You notice we've tweaked our off-season speed our strength conditioning program, and you can see we've tweaked our spring ball preparation right now. We've been in shorts and shoulder pads these 2 days. We're going to go to full pads. So we want to make sure we're carrying our pads good. We feel good about doing our job, filling our assignments, being confident, I guess, which carries over to, I think, staying healthy. So all those, there's a lot of moving parts in preparation, in having a successful spring, but the 2 main ones are getting better and staying healthy.
This is Southlake here with Carson Green, A&M commit. Carson, you guys just finished up your spring game. How'd it go tonight?
We started off a little slow. We picked it up. We figured out what we need to work at, and we're getting it better every day. It's summer. We're just going to push each other all the time.
And Carson, you guys had a lot of talent leave this past year, and as an offensive lineman, running back, wide receiver left. What are you guys looking upon yourselves to help create some room for Mason and some of the other guys?
Well, we just need people to step it up. I trust every single person on the field. I think they can all do their jobs well, and they can. I know I've seen it happen. We just need to figure out how to get comfortable, how to be just connected with everyone, and we'll figure it out and we'll do good.
And what do you guys do over the summer between spring and the start of the season to improve? And what do you work on individually and as a team?
Well, we're doing PC every morning. All the guys are going to be up there. We're going to be trying our best. We're going to be doing everything we can to get bigger and stronger and faster. We need to get in better shape, so we'll be doing that. We'll be doing extra tempo, extra drills, and everything we can. And basically, we're just going to spend more time with each other because we need to get better camaraderie. Just need to bond as a team, make sure everyone trusts each other, so then we can all depend on one another.
We're here in Southlake with star DB Robert Barnes. Robert, you guys just finished up your spring game here. How'd the game go tonight?
It went good. I feel like the defense definitely showed out. We had a lot of 3-and-outs and a lot of turnovers. So I think if our offense just gets more consistent and finds their confidence, I think we should have a good year.
Great. And Robert, you lost kind of your partner in crime, Obi. I know you guys kind of exchanged today at halftime. What's he kind of told you as you've kind of taken over as the sole leader, the backfield and the defense?
I mean, he passed the torch. I mean, he just says stay focused on the season. I can't worry about anything after this season. Just focus on the next game and this team, and it should be a good year.
Great. And Robert, spring's finishing up now. You're going in the summer, a few months before football season starts. What do you work on personally and as your teammates over the summer?
Well, I mean, PC is a big thing for us. Our strength and conditioning program. We'll just get out there at 7 a.m. every morning, and we run, we lift, and just get bigger, faster, and stronger throughout the summer. And then I know the DBs, we have a defensive skills camp just to work on the small technical things that it takes to play defense. And so, I mean, just a lot of hard work over the summer.
At Southlake with quarterback Mason Holmes. Mason, you guys just finished up your spring game tonight. How'd it go?
We started off a little bit too slow on offense, but we picked it up at halftime and ended up pretty well. The defense played really well, and I think we're in a good position to go into the season.
And Mason, over the summer, I'm not sure, do you have some chemistry issues to work out with some of your receivers and running backs? I mean, you lose, Humphrey, you lose Farrar. I mean, some D1 talent there. How do you work with those guys individually over the summer to make sure that game one you guys are all ready?
7-on-7 is going to be a big thing to work chemistry, like you said, timing and trust with the receivers. We're putting in quite a few new plays that should be good, new routes, and it's really just about throwing and catching constantly every day after morning workouts and forming that chemistry with the receivers.
Okay, great. And we saw at halftime, they honored some of the guys that are leaving. Have they told you anything? You were their quarterback last year, but have they told you anything? Now it's kind of your team going forward as far as any advice?
I talked to them after they got their awards just a minute ago, and they said, this is your team. You got to lead them. You're their leader. They're looking to you, and you got to pick it up. We're not here anymore. You don't have us. So it's on you, and you got to lead those guys. That's what I got to do.
Nick Nance, Friday Night Glory here in Southlake with Coach Wasson. Coach, you guys just finished up your spring game. How'd it go tonight?
Well, I saw some really good things, and I saw some things that we've definitely got to polish up. The main thing we tried to focus on this spring is playing consistent and playing with energy. And honestly, the first couple of 3, 4, 5 possessions, I thought our defense exhibited those things. But then I look out there, and there are 9, 10 guys that had logged a lot of playing time. So, and then offensively, I thought quite the contrary. And so a little 2-minute halftime deal over there said, the things we focused on most, we left at home tonight. And obviously you saw the next 2 or 3 possessions by the offense. They're running at will and dominating the line of scrimmage. So it just, it signifies to me when we choose to have fun and play aggressive, good things can happen for us. So we'll continue that journey. We've got our work cut out on that somewhat, but I did, I like seeing under the lights. A couple of these younger guys stepped up and made plays, which I'm excited about. So I'm excited about this team. At the same token, I know we've got a lot of work to do, but the good news is our football teams have made tremendous strides between the spring game and the fall practice. So we got great leadership, we got great kids, and they believe in each other. So I know that we're going to make those great strides and play a tough Union team. 7 o'clock, week 1 right here. So we better get ready.
Right, Coach. Can you comment? The rest of the summer, a few months out, what do you guys kind of work on? What's the schedule like the rest of the summer in between spring football and before the season starts?
Yeah, that's a good question. We stay in our routine. We're creatures of habit. We'll test next week. We'll let them finish up the year, do our exit interviews, put the equipment up, and then we start our summer journey, which we consider is the most important part of our football team building, where they've got to be on their own time. We don't make guys be there. We can't. We don't want to. But their team leadership takes over, and they'll go through summer strength conditioning. Performance course comes in, does that. We'll play 3 7-on-7 tournaments, and if we qualify for the state tournament, we go to state, and if we don't, we're going to play 3 and put it up. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff the guys do on their own. The quarterbacks will have their groups working routes and those things. Defense will be working some technique stuff. We want those guys to be a kid sometimes, and hopefully they'll get a vacation and take off a week and go somewhere. We'll take July the 4th week off, and then we'll take the week before August 8th off with our guys, and then this magical journey starts August 8th, and we'll lock and load.
Great, Coach. You just we'll get you on there. I just wanted to halftime. We saw a lot of the kind of exiting guys, Lil Jordan, Obi. Can you just kind of comment on what those guys meant to the program?
Well, with those guys, they were tremendous assets to our team, tremendous athletes. You always hate to see it's the best and worst of times, because you're excited for them, for their next step in life, and you just hope the best for them. Number one, getting a great education, and then hopefully all the athletic stuff will come, and they'll make good choices and all those things. So it's bittersweet. You're excited, and you know what they've done for your program. They know they've impacted your life personally as a coach. So you just tell them at the end of the day, shake your hand out here on Dragon Field one more time, tell you I love you, and wish you the best.